Hey everyone. Well, here in front of me is Mix-1 of the Hot Wheel Entertainment Series for 2022. Now, before you tune out, I know that there are a couple of castings in here that look very familiar because they've been released before in a very similar fashion. However, there is some differences, so don't go away. All right, first off, we have the Land Shark from the Masters of the Universe series. And yeah, this is nothing special. In fact, it's quite the peg warmer in my area. Now, the debut of this casting came out in 2021, and this one looks to be identical. In fact, even down to the toy number, GRL60, is the same as that original release. The artwork on the card is the same, but the car is different. It is made in Indonesia, which is the trend that we're seeing now with both pop culture and Hot Wheel Entertainment castings. If you collect Masters of the Universe stuff, or you're a completionist and like collecting all of everything, you need to get your hands on one of these new ones because it is different in the country that it was made in. Next, we have just called Batmobile, but this is the 2021 casting and first release as a premium with this with lots of detail. So excited to get that one out. I love Batmobile stuff. Next up, we have Guinevere, and this is a new casting for this series, it's kind of this, well, it looks like it's modeled after a Dodge van, but it's a fantasy casting, but it's from the Disney Pixar Onward movie, a movie that I am yet to see, but anyway, some cool detail on this, and I like vans, so this will definitely go into my collection. Next, the iconic TV series Batmobile, or actually the 1966 TV series Batmobile as the original casting was called. This one's just named TV series Batmobile, finished in kind of a metal flake dark blue and some new wheels to go with this car. Finally, we have the Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo, another popular casting, and very similar to prior releases, but some new wheels. We got some Real Rider mags on this one, and of course the Indonesia base. So good to see a new version of that particular casting. So that wraps up the basics of these 5 cars in this Mix-1 in 2022 for the Hot Wheels Entertainment Series. Let's get them opened up and check them out. Okay, first off, the Land Shark. Once again, definitely a peg warmer. Doesn't seem to be super popular with the Hot Wheels collectors out there. I'm guessing that kids will buy these, or if you're a Masters of the Universe fan, which I'm not really, so I don't know much about these, but it's got some decent features with some, movable guns and an opening mouth. Anyway, this is the 3rd release of this particular casting. It debuted in 2021 in Hot Wheels Entertainment, and then there was a San Diego Comic-Con version also that's obviously much more rare than this. And then there's this version, which is identical to the original release in 2021, except for that's made in Indonesia, like I mentioned in the intro. So for those of you that collect everything, you need to get one of these, and there's probably lots of them still hanging in your local store. So finished in purple, and it's got orange, neon orange teeth. You've got gray guns and an engine in the back here, and then you've got blue plastic tracks here on the side. You've got a yellow and black eye on either side, and then you've got detailed tampos for the gauges and the exhaust and some other stuff here on the back. The interior is basically not much. It's just the same as the body. Base is the same as well. It is the gloss purple, and once again, metal made in Indonesia. And for wheels, you've got mini rollers, or it looks like mini 5-spokes in the rear and a mini roller in the front. So not the most popular casting by any means, but there you go, there's the details. Next up, the Batmobile, and that's what it's named on the package, but this resembles the Batmobile 2021 that debuted in 2021. However, upon closer inspection, this is a completely new casting compared to that one. So we're going to call this Batmobile 2022 since this is when it debuted, and I have the other Batmobile 2021 here in front of me. And from the side, pretty much the same, at least it looks very close to the same. However, lots of difference. The new casting is definitely much larger, and you can really tell when you put them side by side from the front here, and you can see how much wider the premium casting is compared to the mainline casting. It's also a little bit longer and a little bit taller. It also has a completely different base. Obviously, the difference is in plastic, but even still, lots more detail with the suspension, and you can see how much wider it is compared to the mainline release. Obviously, it's made in Indonesia, which would be a difference anyway, but completely different casting. Plus, the engine in the back is metal compared to plastic on the original release. So very cool to see it done in a premium, but also have it being modified, and it's really heavy too, which is really nice. Finished in a satin black, and as far as details, it has red taillights in the back and a red third brake light. There is some red accents on the front engine here, and the rear engine is metal, as I mentioned, and it's in a kind of a metal flake gray. The interior is black. It has tinted windows. It has a satin black metal Indonesia base, and you have black RRA wheels. Next is Guinevere, and it's this kind of a fantasy van based in the Disney Pixar movie Onward. Now again, I have not watched this movie, so I don't really know the details about this, but a little light reading on the internet says that it was owned by Barley Lightfoot, which I guess is a character in the movie. I guess they've been working on the vehicle since it was acquired in hopes of getting it to run again, and you can kind of tell it looks kind of beat up and has things like straps holding on things here on the fender. Kind of some neat details like a tail light that's taped on in the back. The bumper is slightly bent on one side. Same with the front. The bumper slightly bent on one side, and you've got like some kind of a bracket kind of holding it up on the other side. So, and you got mismatched wheels, so kind of a cool van and something that I'll collect if there are more releases of this van and in the future. But it's finished in a satin dark blue, and it's got this this kind of a unicorn deco here on the side with a half moon little window here, and then lots of great little detail. Like I mentioned, you got trim and door handles, headlights, marker lights, and lots of little decals on the rear windows, and this spare tire cover that looks very, very detailed, and a California license plate that says Guinevere. Interior is brown. It has lightly tinted windows. It has a metal flake, kind of a satin metal flake silver metal Indonesia base. And wheels for the front are black Rail Rider Mag, and for the rear you have silver RRS. The fourth car in this series is the 1966 classic TV series Batmobile. Great looking deco on this one, and it's similar to some prior releases, but we've got some new wheels here on it, so it makes it kind of unique. And as has been the trend of late, this is just named TV series Batmobile on the card. Once again, finished in a deep dark metal flake blue that looks really, really nice on this, and it has kind of the traditional Batmobile deco going here with the red striping, and you've got the red and white Batmobile logo on the doors. It does have some detailed tail lights, which are kind of wrapped around there. Interior is black. It has tinted windows. It has a gloss black metal Indonesia base, and it has chrome rim black Rail Rider 5-spoke mag wheels. Great looking classic Batmobile there. Finally, we have the Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo. Definitely a great casting that has been pretty popular. And this is finished basically the same as prior premium releases of it. The difference is the wheels, and it's got some different wheels on it. But yeah, finished in your standard teal color with the yellow and orange Mystery Machine deco going on all the way around it. And you've got some, you got some nice detail. The roof rack painted silver. You got some headlights, marker lights in the front, and tail lights and door handles in the rear. It has an orange interior, a clear windshield. It has an unpainted metal Indonesia base. And as mentioned, a new set of wheels for this casting, orange Rail Rider mag. So there you have all the details of this Mix-1 of the Hot Wheels Entertainment Series here in 2022. Overall, an average set. Definitely kind of the star of the show for me, I think, is the Batmobile, because it's a new casting, and I didn't quite realize that when I bought it, and really like the way it is put together. I definitely also love the classic TV series Batmobile in this series. Great looking paint scheme, and I like the wheels. And then the honorable mention goes to the Guinevere, which is a new casting, and it's something that I'll collect because it's a van, and I always like vans. So anyway, as always, I appreciate you tuning in. Please click subscribe to tune in for lots more Hot Wheels database videos. Thanks for watching, everyone. Cheers.